Welcome to Lite Gist with Abby and Renny, where we have small talks and big laughs. I'm Renny.
And I'm Abby. And Renny,
Yeah.
it has been brought to my attention, a topic that we must tackle.
Oh my gosh,
This is a State of the Union address. Afrobeats.
Quang, quang, quang. Quang, quang, quang. Breaking news. But first, we got to cheers to that.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers.
You're getting a little too deep. It's supposed to be light. So, Renny, what do you think is going on with Afrobeats these days?
Oh, girl, a lot and yet nothing.
My dear, what it has come to my thoughts is that I don't think they're hungry anymore.
Girl,
they're not hungry anymore.
First, before we oh my God, accusations. Before we even get into that, what is going on? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Girl, I don't know, and I don't want to call anyone out in particular.
We will not be doing that because we want free concerts.
We do want free concerts
at the end of the day.
Yes, we do. But I think what we're finding is, and maybe this is a good thing. What we're finding is that a lot of our Afrobeats artists are experimenting. They're trying things out. They're doing things. And it makes me think about Beyonce. I know Beyonce is not an Afrobeats artist, but Beyonce really does believe she doesn't have to stick to a particular genre.
But that's one artist. And you know what? I think by her declaration, she's even letting you know that she is flipping through genres.
Yeah.
But we are now talking about the genre that is supposed to be Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I'm gonna go
keep
deep
it light
and then come back light.
Okay.
It really is
staying with you.
The side effects of the gentrification. We're seeing immense gentrification of Afrobeats.
Listen, the one that pissed me off is when one certain Afrobeats artist said that they don't do no.
They don't do a lot of them. Two.
Ooh.
2003. Did. Honestly,
they did say,
and you know what? That's even besides. I'm even talking about the sounds. I'm even talking about the sounds.
Oh yeah.
You're listening to it, and you're like, you know what? Someone made a good point on TikTok is due to the gentrification, or you know what? Let me use a lighter term. Due to allowing diversification of collaborating artists, with Afrobeats. Someone on TikTok made a good point of saying like curse words in Afrobeats.
Yeah,
we don't do curse.
It never was a thing.
Subtle.
It never was a thing.
You're
talking about it once, boom, but you're not cursing.
You will just say that thing. You get that backside.
Know that backside you get.
Banana.
Exactly.
Take banana, so you go, yo.
The cocoa, do you want the
cocoa? It was always metaphorical. It was never crass, and that was part of the allure. But even right now, since the State of the Union, the State of the Union is trying to be a genre you're not. It's not it.
But I think to your point, they are trying to work with, other artists and, but my problem is that they are now diluting themselves to fit other people's
instead of the other way around.
Exactly.
Maybe this Afrobeats. We don't
have to do that. Hip hop has its own thing.
Yeah.
R&B has its own
Everybody
thing.
has their
Soul
thing.
has its own thing. Afrobeats, why are we the ones that are now flexing to move into other people's genres?
No.
Why are we doing that?
No, I'm not here for that.
Okay.
No, not so good.
Listen,
but now we're gonna bring it back to your point. So why I'm gonna reposit to you.
Actually, before we go there, I'm gonna say I blame BET because the moment
BET may want to collaborate with
wait, no.
I know where you're going.
The moment they started giving our Afrobeats artists awards
stage.
Behind the stage. No,
it
started behind the scenes.
Right.
They started treating us like, but I still don't mind BET. I'm just saying, but that's kind of like, I feel like that's when it started to go downhill.
Honestly, it was post-pandemic. I think when people were really focused on Spotify streams and coming abroad,
you're right.
It really changed. Which then brings us to the segment of your Reese thing is the kids ain't hungry.
They ain't hungry no more. Now let's take it back to when they were hungry.
When we say hunger. Because they will also, that can be applied to American artists.
True.
No, literally, they were hungry.
They were starving.
They were on the stage with slim waist.
A little more on the skinny side.
They really were hungry. They were making music like, dang, I gotta eat.
I gotta eat
something.
And I love that because when you're hungry, you will put your best work out there. Listen, I've been there.
And I also think they were actually really committed to like making sure music moved people. So part of the hunger, it wasn't just I gotta make money. It really was here to entertain people. You're correct in that.
They just ain't hungry anymore.
They're not hungry no more.
Okay, and now let's take it back to a time when they were hungry. We're gonna go down memory lane. Starting with Style Plus.
Oh,
Do you remember? I don't know. Where are they now?
Now, well, we are old though. But that's why we have got to the age of
I wanted to take us back to Plantation Boys, but I said,
let's bring you going too far. You weren't even old enough to be listening to that stuff.
I had an older sister who was listening to it,
what?
and so therefore I too was listening to Plantation
Not you
Boys.
at the ripe age of 11.
Come on, listen to Tony Tetula and friends. Okay,
you know what? We gonna come to Stopless. Now, Stopless was critical for our upbringing. We were like 15 when they came on the scene. Man, it was the coolest thing ever. It was like Nollywood came to life.
And those men were yearning.
They were
yearning. I mean, they were hungry, say.
No, but there's hunger and there's yearning. The boys don't yearn anymore.
They don't. They sure don't yearn anymore.
For me, oh. Olúfúnmi lọ́lá. Má ṣe fi mí sílẹ̀ láíláí.
Come on.
Dúró tì mí.
They were really yearning.
Do you know how you have to feel to write those lyrics?
Come on.
Not lyrics, lyric.
And then back then too, they were giving us multiple verses and a hook and a bridge.
And you know what? They also made Heartbreak alluring.
They did.
Imagine that. No. I'll take it. Everybody move your body now. Tomorrow is a good day.
You are moving, and you know what? You are moving your body to a heartbreak. You're just like,
I think back to imagine that.
Come on.
The kids do not yearn anymore. I'm like, dang, dude. Like, I can't think of, like, there's so few songs about heartbreak. So few. Meanwhile, back then, they used to dominate the scene.
Seriously.
We have Starbucks, and then I'm going to usher us into Banky W.
Banky W.
Mr. Capable. He first posed the question to you. What are you capable of? It was like a challenge.
It was.
What am I?
I was a
teenager. I'm not capable of much. I'm not capable of things.
I'm not capable at all.
But he really gave us.
He really gave us the era of Nigerian Union in the DMV area. Banky was present.
Shout out to you. Mr. Wellington to you.
He actually worked. Banky W worked.
Banky
W worked.
Before we even get into capable, Ebute Meta, as somebody who grew up there. Oh my God. From Ebute Meta,
So that was before Mr. Capable.
Yeah, it was in the same era. He was giving us R&B meets Nigeria. No, he put in the work.
I think Banky was definitely ahead of his time.
I know he was doing a fusion thing.
Tunes, yeah.
But one thing when you think of capable, yes, no.
Yeah. Will you be my lover?
Yes, no, yes, no, yes. No, Mans was working. Mm-hmm. He brought us yearning.
Yeah, he sure did.
But even at that, but then we left the Loverboy era. And what era did we get into?
More hits records. It's on Dazzy again.
We won the Because why?
Why you on stage?
Because why? But why? You know what? It was kind of a simultaneous, like, chaotic moment because, like, Starbless was over there giving you Olúfúnmi wholesome music, and the band was
honestly, he was giving you the cocoa.
It's very concerning.
You want the cocoa.
It's very concerning. Honestly.
But More Hits also brought out some fantastic One Day Cool. Motion to More Hits.
Yeah. You know what? One day we will dissect. We will dissect the greatest albums because that is one of the greatest albums
front to back
in R&B. In Afrobeats. He will give us some R&B.
He did.
You know what? And one thing we're gonna talk about that era of music. They always used to give thanks.
Yeah, at the end of the day, thanks to Jehovah.
Oh yeah, shock by tear.
Some
have food, but they cannot eat. Some can eat, but they have no food. We have food, and you can't eat. Glory be to God. Yeah, Jehovah. MI2 has his own Jehovah. Everybody used to have a moment of reflection.
At the end of the day, you talked about Club. You talked about clubbing. You talked about Coco
Babes.
And
you will give thanks. You will give thanks.
You see, that's the thing.
They're not giving thanks
anymore. Because they're not giving thanks anymore. You've seen the wealth. You've seen the money. You're not giving thanks anymore. You're not hungry anymore.
When you really bring it back.
When you're hungry, you praise
God. You reflect.
You will really give thanks. Now. Come on.
It's true. It's true.
Come on.
It's true.
And then let's now talk about the big three.
The launching of the big, because they were not big yet.
They were not big yet.
The launching of the big. Oh my God. real quick, honorable mention, nice.
Nice
P-Square. Honorable mention. They really.
How can I forget P-Square?
Back to back. We run things the wrong way. Woke up in the club, give them a run, give them a jump. We do everybody.
Listen,
P-Square were really tapping between Usher and Beyonce.
And I loved it. They were the Usher and Michael Jackson.
Yes, they were giving us choreography.
I loved it. Oh, wait, another honorable mention is Two-Face, African Queen era.
We won't say too much because if you see African Queen,
that African Queen, Oti l'accident. But honorable mention.
Say dethroned African Queen. So we won't even, but we'll give him his dues because African Queen. Listen, it was all over BET.
It was everywhere.
Let me tell you,
everywhere.
We give you that
everywhere.
So honorable mention.
Nice gave us Ijinle Yoruba, and we were.
Come on. I can't even join you. The Yoruba. Come on.
Listen, nice run so that the green could work. God rest the green soul.
But nice the green. Even so, I can be here today because one of Nice's mission was really promotion of like Yoruba culture. Like he always sang about like Yoruba language. So honorable mentions. But then we get into the when the big three were hungry. Before to your point, even the video as he's rich, he was hungry.
When Wizkid was whining on the stage. When Wizkid was whining on the stage. That clip, I have it in my ingrained in my membrane.
I don't even think the song he was singing had to require it did not.
But he was hungry. He was performing.
With his shirt off and towel.
He was hungry. He was performing. He wanted to give us everything he had. Like the music depended on his life, depended on the success.
And that was back in the era when Funka Akindele used to call it whiskey.
Oh yeah, Funke. Bakuruma Kojo. That Superstar album, soup to nuts. Beginning to end.
I wanna celebrate what you wanna do tonight.
Come on.
What do you mean? The beat. Listening back though, the production was so chaotic, but that's because they wanted it.
Listen,
they said drum, violin, guitar,
Shout out to Banky W because
shout out to me.
Banky W, music.
Yes,
don't bring out.
That was an era.
Do they have a contentious relationship?
Anyway.
Okay. All right.
We choose peace. Light. We keep it light.
But here. Yeah. But Davido also, what do you mean by your first? What do you mean by the song that takes over the waves is Damido? My daddy's ringtone back then was Damido.
What came on the scene and just took over?
He took over.
And
you know what? I will give Davido this. He still acts like he's hungry.
We went to his concert. We did.
He's on stage performing.
He really is he's probably the most consistent out of them. And then we'll give the flowers to Burna Boy. Like to Party.
Like to Party was a hit.
Tonight was a hit.
2 hands up.
We like really enjoyed that era.
Yeah, Like to Party was a hit.
Music was not lacking.
Like to Party. Nah, I remember I was even a boy that introduced me to Like to Party. But we're gonna plug that to the side.
Okay.
And then we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Move on from that.
Okay.
And then things started to go downhill.
Okay.
A little bit. So when did things start to go downhill with Afrobeats?
Wait, now Uti
jump.
We were still reminiscing.
Okay.
We now have to talk about the Shoki era. The era of dance moves. So before things went downhill, things went up. Kokere came out and we had a dance. Simple. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Next.
Where's Naya?
Producing somewhere.
Okay.
Skelewu came out. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Then we landed on what? Shoki. And that time with Shoki, you walk by, you will plunge.
You go down.
And then boom.
And then flip.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Simple times.
Then things got along. Things got tricky. we upgraded involuntarily to what?
Hello, Shakusha, and I'm looking down because
we're gonna put a video. She was a leader.
I was among the
Shaku warrior.
I was definitely a Shaku. I was so much of a Shaku warrior that somebody left a comment on one of my videos calling me Shuku Shaker. gotta find that comment.
I gotta find it because I laughed hard. It was so bad. That was the first time that a dance within Afrobeats was something that I had to practice. I was telling her, I was like, Abby, I'm practicing. I'm in the room. I'm like, I cannot be left, and I got it. I got it.
You did.
I got it.
You did.
Shakati Baba, Shaku Shaku. I was ready. That year. Between 2017, we rocked it. Okay. 2015 to 2017. And then things got crazy. It moved from Shaku Shaku to just leg walk.
Leg walk. They have different variations of that leg walk.
My body was just the beginning. We thought best was gonna be you just do Jackie Chan flip.
The amount of people that have fallen just because they are doing their body.
I'm sure they may be entitled to compensation.
Entitled to a little. Again, this is the State of the Union address. So therefore,
if you have found yourself hurt, if your ankle has been demolished by trying to bless it, you may be entitled to spiritual compensation.
Dial 1-800 Afrobeats to learn how you can get your compensation.
But honestly, that is where once we started complicating leg walk, everybody. I feel like once we move from guara,
and that's another thing about Amapiano, because the South Africans gave us simple guara. The Azonto people, Ghanaian people gave us small Azonto. Then Amapiano now took it to another. The moment the move started becoming an 8-count situation, we lost the place.
And they went with the beat.
Exactly.
The minute you weren't necessarily, they went with the lyrics.
Yeah.
The minute you weren't going with 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And as a dancer, I'm tired.
And this is the dancer.
Sometimes I will look at the dance moves and say, "Oh, I'm gonna learn it," and then I sit down after doing the first 4 counts and say, "What am I really doing?" And I sit down. And
that's where she logged out.
And that's exactly when I logged out.
They kept the whole experienced dancer off.
I was like, I'm not.
It got too much. I think that did contribute to how we create Afrobeats music, because it was never 25.
It was never that
steps. It was never that, and it never required that. It never gave that.
Yeah, honorable mention for Kiss Daniel, who tried to bring it back. Come on. Actually, did you say dignitaries were doing?
Buga.
Everybody was doing.
Come on, simple one. All he said is the instructions were go lo 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 one, go lo 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 Buga one. He united. He really united the world.
He did.
I do think the world was better when we're doing Buga. Naira may have been better when Buga was on the airways. We need to do a study on the impact of reintroducing a simple dance. It united everybody.
Exactly.
Auntie, children.
Everybody.
Do you know how many people's 5th birthday parties they did Buga? Buga, that's okay.
Every auntie was every uncles and aunties that don't usually dance on the dance floor.
Buga, they were doing video.
They were excited to do Buga.
They felt it was an
inclusive. That's the problem.
That is an essence.
That's the problem. It has stopped being inclusive.
Now is the dance warrior.
It's not inclusive anymore.
All of you Afrobeats, you need to go back to the basics. What else? He gave us Buga, he gave us Twerk, and there's another song I'm not able to think of with Kiss Daniel, but he actually
tried to simplify it. He tried to simplify it. But that's when we lost the plot.
Why am I doing many leg?
Different like
it's not for
it's too much.
Even the artists themselves cannot do the dance.
It's too much. Exactly. The answer even that Joe hag. There was a simple Joe and then there was a complicated.
It wasn't a click turn around. Which one is
I participated in that complicated Joe, but it took me a while to learn the dance.
I'm just an experienced dancer. Afrobeat artist. How do you and then you know what it now led to? When you now have complicated leg work dances, it keeps us out of the dance floor.
Honestly.
Those of us,
honestly,
when Shoki was there,
everybody was on it.
It was inclusive.
So your point about it being not inclusive anymore.
Come on,
no longer inclusive.
Back then, everybody, no matter your race, your color,
you have Bugai,
your background,
you are
shocking. You lift up. Even if you just did this, you felt okay.
Exactly. You didn't have to do too much.
You're not so smart. You not do like this.
Yeah,
now we are jumping, we are somersaulting, and say, "Oh, I saw the calisthenics."
Once you saw the calisthenics, so
what do you mean?
I thought you did gymnastics, down, four, up and down, and jumping up and down. I beg. So what can we do to bring back, the Afrobeats that we knew and love? I guess evolution. I guess they have to evolve a little bit, no?
Sure, evolve. You're just not Afrobeats anymore, and that's fine. That's fine. And again, shout out to some people. Rema is keeping. Listen, Rema was about
best.
Was about good.
That was about.
You brought it back.
Yes,
you brought it back.
That was about.
We just need it. It gave me Terry G vibes. Just Matt.
Yeah.
Matt. Lose your brain.
Man, Afrobeats has come with Terry G.
Rema was mad.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Ira was holding it down.
Ira.
She's cute. She holding it
down. Ira. She doing her little thing.
So there are people that are still keeping it, but I think
we have to talk about Adekunle Gold, because Adekunle started off hungry. He ventured off and he came back. And my Adekunle is thriving. Many like who?
Thank you. And old.
What?
Amarawa. Come on.
No. Amarawa.
Come on.
And they see me in the back. Go Kule. Come on.
No, I love. Listen, we support, and we have been to his concert. I'm putting clip. We support. I
been on that stage.
So when he experimented, we nodded.
We were like, okay,
we did jam to high. We had some good times, but we waited.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
And
that's and shout out to Kule, because I actually appreciate when Kule sends us email.
Your newsletter. I say hello, Renny. How are you doing? Everyone is well. But you said, what do we need to bring it back?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point you brought up in the beginning?
The fact that what did I bring up in the beginning?
You said what's wrong with it is what we need to fix.
Okay, they need to be hungry.
You need to be hungry.
They need to be hungry.
I have a suggestion.
Do tell.
I think for those of you, that made it and you got money and you no longer hungry, you need to embark on a self-induced hunger.
Yeah. Do 40 days and 40 nights.
Go and do
fasting.
face me. Go to a face me, I face you. Just to
go in Ilorin. Leave Lagos alone.
Suck the vibes.
Yeah.
Suck the vibes.
Yeah.
It's time to you need to reconstruct. You need to reimagine hunger. You need to, what do they say? Connect with the people.
Connect with the people.
Touch grass.
There's no grass. Touch sand.
Gutter. Linger around. Sit in traffic. Do something, please. Truly, whatever inspired you. We said this. I said, but they know your story. Recreate another story. Please. Just for 10 days. Just go back.
Bring back the hunger.
Connect with the people.
Please. The other thing that we need to bring back is simpler dance moves.
Oh, child.
I'm talking to my TikTok dancers here. As a person who has been in the dance space for all her life, I've competed, I've taught, I've danced as a part of a crew. I understand the allure, the allure, to want to do moves that are intricate and complicated. There's a time and space for all of that.
Yes.
But the essence of Afrobeats is for inclusivity.
We're all partying.
Look at Kiss Daniel with Bugawa.
Yeah,
you see how simple that was.
Innovated that.
Come up with something simple that we all can do. Except you don't want to be inclusive. And
help us maintain the vibes. And to the artists, bring the vibes too.
Yeah.
But then I do think this is controversial. I think we need to bring back H Factor. If you see me drive by, that's your boy. We don't say holla. Nobody in their right mind
is saying holler at your boy.
Holla. We say
Allah. It goes back to the point of hunger.
We have exposure. They taught you to say H.
You've tested well. You've tested good English. You've tested good grammar. More wine. You've gone from drinking palm wine to now you are drinking Veuve Clicquot. Now you can't say your age. Go back to them.
Remove the age.
Remove it.
That time Whiskey used to chew his words. If you see me in the corner, don't change the burner. Don't misplace your R.
Listen.
Try to tap in. That's my controversial. I feel like we are so silly. Okay. I think what we're trying to say is, Afrobeats requires authenticity.
Yeah.
It requires authenticity.
Stop trying to be
and it requires connection with the people.
Yeah.
When you look at dances like Shoki or even, from Shaku Shaku, like the leg work that came from, it's from the streets.
Yeah.
It doesn't come from a place of bouginess.
No.
They don't do anything
I don't think any of the dance moves have come from a bougie place.
It has to come from a place of connection. Like, you have to be connecting with people.
Yep.
And Afrobeats is just not doing that. And then even just with the lyrics, the music itself, like I said,
Stop the cursing. Back to basics.
Back to basic style. You know? Like, that's why I really give it to Rema. That was it. But that whole album, it's called He Is, right? Oh my God, that whole album was old school R&B. Like, give us music when they shake everywhere. When you lose decorum. Back in the day. Back in the day, we'll go for wedding before we had sense to bring slippers. What do you mean? Actually, we're gonna put a clip of you. It says his wedding. Like bridesmaids were losing decorum. That is actually it. We need to bring back Afrobeats where you lose decorum. Yeah. I don't need to be cool. What's all this vibing? No.
I think there's a time and place for the vibing.
We've had enough. We don't vibe tire. We don't need vibe. It's enough. Enough vibing.
He said I don't want to vibe no more.
Every time, like back in the day whenever when you hear dun 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 dun, oh na na na, oh yeah, shakiti baba. You race.
Yeah.
We used to like literally. I mean, when I think of let me tell you some songs that when I hear the beginning of it, I lose the chord.
Yeah.
You bet. You want it. You bet. I think we'll have decorum.
Like, you want it because you bet.
I'll give you another one. Beginning of bumper to bumper. It's hard to do. No, it's hey, go do. 2 years ago when I did for Mushi, some of them day you hey Nancy, what's the class below and then and another minute, come follow me, spend my money. Come on, and there's a violin there.
Yeah.
It used to move you. Afrobeats will get you to a point that once you hear the beginning, like you're not okay.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Like, and like you said, there is a time for vibe.
Yeah.
So
like for instance, Rick Hassani.
Songs. Yeah, Rick Hassani. Listen, shout out to Rick Hassani. I wouldn't even call him Afrobeats. I just think he's Nigerian love songs. To be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Afrobeats where you hear the remember I don't want to. You know what? We'll do another one. We'll discuss another time. There's literally, but like there's some intros where you hear them. Hey, it's on Jazzy again. Wait, it's on Jazzy again. My leg.
Don Jazzy has evolved though. Yeah, more hits.
Come
and
on,
they had another name.
Now it's Maven.
But I didn't have a name before Maven.
I don't even know. I don't keep up.
But
But we love the music.
Yeah. All in all, this State of the Union address is it's a matter that we all need to discuss.
It's a call to action.
Community. So please tell us your thoughts in the comments.
Yes.
Follow us on all of our social media channels.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Okay, and we'll be back with Lite Gist with Abby and Renny. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wow. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. Oh. Somebody shout. Hey. Yes, so. Hey. Hey. DJ, hold it. Oh, guys, it's not your wedding. It is not your wedding.